out of habit.
Ah,
Out of habit.
yeah.
But nah. And we are recording. Yep. Welcome to another episode of WAWNRT Recording This. And this time I'm joined by the homie, Malandro.
How's it?
Nah, chilling, bro. Chilling. How you keeping, man? Actually, sorry. Before we proceed, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated.
Yeah.
And yeah, let's get into it, man. How are you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm chilling, bruh. You know?
How's the? I mean, we've already been kicking it.
Yeah, bruh.
Excuse me, but we've already been kicking it. We're just chopping it anyway. But tell me about Malandro.
Hey, dude.
How would you describe yourself?
That's a deep question, bruh. Well, I guess I would say an open book. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like what you see is what you get. I'm not gonna be out here telling you I'm this or that. I'm pretty much like a chilled, normalized guy that has a very big problem with like focusing, attention, you know what I'm saying? I get distracted super easily. I'm maybe thinking about 6 things at the same time right now, you know what I mean? Yeah. But at the end of the day, I'm a pretty normal guy, pretty chilled guy, open book.
Who makes dope music?
And that is, I thought you're asking like, you know, there's the foundation. And I make music also, bro. The number one thing there, you know? Yeah, okay, of course, yeah.
So, like, I mean, I already said how would you describe yourself. Mara, would you describe yourself as a DJ or a producer?
Well, you know, when I started making music, I started DJing. That was my main thing. Like I started DJing. That's where it all started. It all started back in South Africa when we had like the dance movement was so big.
Yeah.
And I wanted to dance as well, but something called me closer to the DJing side of things. And I joined the dance crew and I just started making mixes for them. And yeah, from there, then the whole story kicked off. And then I went into production because I was like, yo, how do they make the music? Yeah. So I went on Google. I found out to download like some weird drum machine software on my computer. And then from there, I just started getting more involved in the production and then bouncing in and out of the DJing and the production side of things. Yeah.
So both of them came hand in hand, if you want to put it like that?
Exactly, 100%. I feel like because of being in a dance crew, you know, the mixes have to be, it's not just like a normal mix where you just let the song play or anything like that. There's like, you have to put in an effect here, you have to put certain chop here, you have to put in certain like vibe here or something like that. Yeah. And you could do that on DJ software, and that's what I used to do. I used to try and make like dance mixes on Virtual DJ. Yeah. But then I was like, how I'm busy trying to do like civil engineering on Paint, Microsoft Paint.
Oh,
you know what I mean? So I was like, let me see what else is out there. Yeah. And I started finding, you know, production software, DAWs, got into that, started playing with that, and yeah, that's how it kicked off.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
So like, did you have, I know you're saying dance crew, but like, did you have a certain template of, okay, you know what, this is the sound I want to make?
Dude, the only reason why I started making music is because, so when we moved to South Africa, I was in grade 4. Yeah, I was in grade 4.
So that's about what, 14?
Nah, younger than that, dog. Like.
Oh, sorry, grade 4.
Yeah. So maybe I was, I got there in grade 4, and one of my closest friends, and maybe one of the big reasons why I got into music as well. You would just, because I came from Italy listening to punk rock music, listening to pop music, anything that would play on at Pop of the Pops or Top of the Pops. What's this?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
Top of the Pops.
Top of the Pops, yeah. Anything that was playing on there, I would listen to and be like, oh, okay, cool, that's sick. But then I came to South Africa. My boy was like, here's a deep house album, here's DJ Cleo, here's
Legend.
You know what I'm saying? Like, go listen to this. You know, and in return, dog. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know what I'm saying?
That song stuck with me. So I know I'm distracting you.
And Buddhiza, you know Buddhiza?
Sorry, she's just taking me back. Sorry, I had a
moment. So he was like, buy me your Grand Theft Auto San Andreas PlayStation game, and I'll show you these CDs. I was like, okay, sharp, bro. I borrowed these CDs, dog. I was playing them in the car, and I was like, yo, this stuff is fucking amazing. And I fell in love with house music, fell in love with South African house music, fell in love with deep house, fell in love with Afro house, tribal, anything under the sun that's got to do with house music. Yeah. It was like, I aligned, it called my name, you know? And why I started making music was because I wanted to make that.
Right.
I would hear this dope, this amazing underground deep house or kwaito music, and I'll be like, say, this is like, fuck, this is amazing. Like, this is incredible. I really want to make this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Back then, dog, when I was still a lighty, dog, and
Yeah,
this gang of us, back then, we'd hear this shit and be like, yeah, this thing is hot, dog. Like, how do they do this? You know what I mean? And it would blow our mind, because we would think these guys are in a spaceship, like in space, making these things, you know what I mean? And I started making music because of that. It took me so long to figure out how to do that. Find your own sound, like that's a completely different story, but figuring out like the technical aspect of things. So before I got to that point, I learned everything else under the sun.
So you did your homework, you studied the greats. I mean, if you're saying DJ Cleo, like he's a legend.
Goodbye used to make me cry, bro.
Me.
The original used to make me
I know,
because I'm Italian.
Actually, I was going to say like, originally, because I did find out, like, wait, originally, because in my head, that was just it. There was nothing else.
Yeah.
And then it's like, what language are they? Like, I know they're saying other things.
Exactly.
And then only to find that it's Italian.
Yeah.
I was like, that blew my mind when I found out. Like, yo,
it's originally an Italian song, but it's sung by South African opera singer.
Right. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Just
I think it's Scaleni 3, or is it 4 or 5? One of those, you know what I'm saying?
All right. Okay. So you essentially started the greats and then started music.
Yeah. And that's like just a couple of them, though. You know, we have so many, though.
Yeah.
We have real OGs.
Yeah. Yeah. So like, what was the transition? Now, this is for your mind, body, spirit. What is the transition like from Italy to then SA? What was the change like?
So before we moved to South Africa, obviously we used to come home for holidays, visit my mother's side of the family, and also because both of my parents had been like living in South Africa before, working in South Africa.
Right. Yeah.
So,
hey, shout out Mosley.
Yeah, just but when I was like the earliest memories I can remember was coming back to South Africa, checking like Afrikaans border people walking around barefoot in the mall, and coming from Italy, you checking and say, what's going on?
What are these doing?
What you doing, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah, like where your feet come
and then like our parents would drop us off because they would go do whatever they have to do, and then they would drop us off at like in Nelspruit we have like we had like a care center, not a baby, like a child.
It's like a crash kind of
type of thing at the mall. So they would drop us off there, so we would like meet
different people,
everybody, you know what I'm saying? But it was because Alpha is a tiny town. You're not gonna find like a lot of Italians or anything. So it was like bringing the kid from Italy that's never like really been in the mix in South Africa to a child daycare thing, you know, when I was really young. And I remember just like hearing Afrikaans, hearing Zulu, the snacks, dog, going to the vending machine, fighting for that 50 cents, dog, to get that lunch bar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay.
So it was really, really, really a beautiful moment.
Because it sounds like you were actually eased into it.
Yeah.
In a nice way, rather than bam. Exactly. No, this is where your life is.
Exactly.
So you're eased into it. So I assume there was an element of looking forward to go in there. And actually, to be fair, I somewhat get it, because there's an element of actually enjoying going away, because when you come back and you're telling people stories, it's like, wow.
And they would never understand, though. They would never understand. And even till this day, people say, oh, you're from South Africa. I'm like, no, I'm half Italian, half Mozambican, but I grew up in South Africa. And they'll be like, oh, but South Africa's dangerous. I'm like, yeah, it's dangerous, but it's fucking beautiful. Like, you have no idea, bro. You have no, like, you think you hear the music now and you're like, oh, wow, this music is incredible. I'm like, bro, that's not even like 0.0000.
That's just a small. That's just a small. You're basically looking through a window, not even a window, through just a peephole. Like, what's going on?
There's no place like South Africa.
Yeah.
Like the closest place I could say is maybe Brazil, but I've only been to Rio, like 0.0001% of Brazil. But from growing up within that culture as well, like there's a lot of parallels, like spiritually, personality-wise as well, energy-wise. It's very parallel.
I see that, because to be fair, I mean, SA is described as the rainbow nation. And arguably Brazil is that as well. Exactly. Without, I've never been to Brazil, but like from the sideline, it's like, it has an element of that. That's a very dope comparison.
Exactly.
That's a very dope comparison.
Because since I was young, though, like obviously we grew up like Portuguese, right? Mozambican. So a lot of Mozambican we watch Brazilian TV because of the soapies, the
Yeah,
novellas, and all that.
yeah.
And my mother was like, she loved that stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So whenever we're watching TV, I'm watching Brazilian news, I'm
Mhm.
watching Brazilian soapies, I'm watching Brazilian football, I'm watching Brazilian politics, like everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that brought a big passion for Brazil as well. And it's helped me. And living in South Africa, it was like, how dope. We here, you know what I'm saying? We here, literally we here. And you can cover in the football, you can cover in the energy,
dude,
you can cover in the food.
The kit is yellow.
Exactly, dog. Exactly.
Minus the shorts, the green.
Exactly,
but it's close enough. Oh,
exactly.
right. Okay, nah. That's actually quite dope. So like, bringing it back to the music in terms of your influence, yes, the DJ Cleos and this and that. The funny thing is, with me, having living here, I didn't fully understand what Amapiano was. To me, that was just house. It was like, what do you mean Amapiano? No, this is to me, this is house. So how would you differentiate the two between like South African house and piano?
You know, this is a very good question, because you'll find maybe the stories change now, because I can tell you, because us as South Africans, we're very purist.
Yeah.
You know, if it's deep house, you want to keep it deep house. If it's tribal, you keep it tribal. If it's quiet, you want to keep it quiet. But it's hard for us to be like Amapiano, like the OGs, where we come from, where we listen to the like real authentic, you know, like street shit. You know what I'm saying? So
the things you hear in the taxis, it's like just...
Exactly, bro. Exactly. And you know, South Africans, we listen to fucking disco, everything that's got house music related, because house music is a human genre. Yeah. And we're very human. You know what I mean? And so I guess back to your question, how would I describe Amapiano? I would say that it's a genre of its own 100%. I wouldn't call it a subgenre. I'd 100% call it a genre. Yeah. But it definitely stems from deep house music, Kwaito 100%. You know what I'm saying? A lot of tribal as well. Yeah. Even what's lounge? It's also got a bit of lounge, a little bit of mid-tempo, a little bit of slow jam. You know what I'm saying? It's a combination of all of them, but it's not. It doesn't take enough from them to be categorized as deep house. It doesn't take too much,
so it
so
becomes
that it can be its own thing.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
But the OGs back then were Chunyunebra, Amapiano's whack, Amapiano's this, which I was doing the same thing. But Amapiano will catch you, dog. Amapiano will catch you, dog. It caught everybody in the world, bro.
Yeah, no, it did. It's like South African music is on one right now. Like, which is funny because like I think on the awards, like Amapiano and I think Afrobeats, they're all sort of awarded. They put in the same category, which I personally think it's not fair.
You know, 100%.
Like the tempo is completely
100%.
different.
100. But I feel like they only do that for. And it started here in the UK, bro. Let's just be honest. Yeah. It started here in the UK. Yeah, bro. I think it made it easier for the UK public to consume Amapiano and be able to put it in a space.
It's like, let's dress it up this way.
Exactly.
Therefore, it's easy for your system to digest.
Because it connects. But Afrobeats is
different.
It's a different world, bro.
Completely different.
Yeah, like even if you play,
and that's no disrespect, by the way. It's just like it's just efficient.
It's not because we're South African that we're saying this. Dog, you understand? Because I'm saying this now, dog. Me, I'm not even 100% South African. I'm Italian, not Mozambican, so it doesn't count. But I can tell you, Afrobeat is Afrobeat, and Afrobeat artists will tune you, and that's what they want. Yeah. But at the same time, Amapiano has, while Afrobeat came before and it was established and all that. I feel like in order for Afrobeat to remain relevant or remain within that space, adding Amapiano to it was like just helping each other out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Because but
in the grand scheme of things, it's actually kind of like showcasing the art form that comes from Africa and in general. Exactly. It's like, no. There's different pockets. Exactly. Just because you hear this here doesn't mean everyone listens to it or everyone doesn't listen to it. It's just like, no, there's different pockets to it.
Exactly. It would have been messed up if they just said Amapiano is Afrobeats and they just put Afrobeat, they wouldn't even call it Amapiano.
Yeah,
so that's good.
There would be lazy journalism from, no offense to the journalists, but But now, okay, so I think I'm getting more of like sort of your production style. Not even getting more. I want you to just like say it from your own words? Because I've seen you work, which is kind of a weird place that I'm in the sense of, yes, we're sitting down, but then I've seen
You've seen the background.
I've seen the background. I've been around you quite often, but like,
how would I describe the production?
Yeah, like your process. Because here's the thing. Yes, we're saying Amapiano, but you can say piano is virtually new. And you started producing time ago when under the house realm.
I've even got a song that I made when I was in grade 8 or like towards grade 9 or something like that. And it sounds like Amapiano. Yeah. But because I was trying to make deep house and I was trying to make tribal house.
But it became.
And I'll play you that song when next time you come through. Yeah. I'll play it for you so you can hear it. And I realized that maybe that's like a formula for music where there's like a structure, there's a build up, there's a climax, then you come in with the bass, or you come in with like something energetic that's gonna bring out, because that's what I was trying to do back then. But in terms of describing like my sound or like my production, it's 100% South African. Like it's soul, South African soul. I can't get away from it. Yeah. Like I can't do nothing. I've tried, tried to make UK house. It sounds South African house. I've tried to make, like when I told you I learned everything under the sun, I was making drum and bass, I was making dubstep, I made hip hop, like boom bap, trap. I've made like whatever. I even produced a rock album for one of my friends. But I guess it's the foundation of South Africa. The roots is South African house, South African deep house. Yeah, and you know
everything spawns from there.
And then every other influence that comes from my life, my mother's music, my own discovery, my father's music, you know what I'm saying? If I like a pop song that is not that often, you know what I mean? It's all from there. And it's like, maybe, how can I describe it? Like,
it's basically
the South African magnet that's pulling.
Yeah, it's almost like the South African side is the stem, and then everything else is an offshoot that comes from that in a way, but as well as your own personal experiences that then, suppose it's your signature.
Yeah, I guess.
Like if that makes sense. Okay, 100%. Right. Okay, so like for different artists, how do you say you discover your own signature? Because to me, it sounds like you dabbled in everything. Yeah. However, of late, having known you anyway, it's almost like the signature Malandro sound.
Yeah, 100%. And obviously, you've only heard like 1%. You check.
Most likely.
Because if I pull out like my other systems, then you're listening, like, how dog? I don't know you could do this. I don't know what the fuck is, like, how did you know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a big world out there.
Because whenever you said to me, like, I've got some hip hop beats, like,
yeah, dude.
Really? What you mean by that?
I was in a dance crew, dog. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And also, a big part of why I started doing this type of music is because back then, everybody was on that hip hop, screw shit. You know what I'm saying? And on that, like, yo, what.
And the Cheese Boys.
And as much as I like rocking babes and having the big hoodies and sagging my pants because I was listening to Get Rich or Die Trying or Mad or anything like that, like, something about me is always my nature, the way I was raised, God, the way He made me. I will always stand away, not because I don't like that or not because I don't want to be like that, but it's just the way things are. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, dude, so it's always been just like that.
So it's like you've always found your own lane in the realms of everything else that's going on around you, per se.
Not on purpose.
Yeah, not on purpose.
By nature.
But then how did that sit? For example, right? Then moving to the UK, there's a completely different sound. Yeah. So then, like, I mean, when you're trying to navigate and find your way around, there's also an element of not trying to fit in, but at the same time, you can't be alone.
Something that can be recognized.
Yes. Yeah. It's almost like, yes, I can make pop, but then I need to give something that your system can digest.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So how, like, what was that transition like?
Well, to be honest with you, because I've always remained, or at least for Malandro, it's always been about house music. I've taken the time, and because I'm just passionate about it, I just love it so much, to go and listen to electro house, go listen to UK house, go listen to Italo house, go listen to French house, go listen to Dutch house, like to go study all of that. So it's given me this, like, not the skill, but like I guess my creativity is open enough that
Yeah.
when I came
It's
here
almost
to the
like
UK,
you don't put boundaries on your
yeah,
creativity.
when I came here to the UK, I'm able to translate so that it's understandable to UK ears that are used to house music, that are used to going to raves, that are used to chasing status type of sound as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just about like, obviously, when you move to another country, you don't speak their language, what are you gonna do? You're not gonna speak your language. You're gonna learn their language.
Yeah, you have to,
it's
exactly
like that.
That's what I mean about like adapting to the language that's spoken, but at the same time acknowledging.
I still have my accent.
Yeah.
Even now when I'm speaking to you, when I'm on the street, you know what I'm saying?
I know where you're from.
Where you from? Are you South African? I'm like, nah, I just grew up that side. The
long story.
You know what I'm saying? All over. But yeah, something like that. You check.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
So then, coming back to the DJing side of things, like, I understand the production, because production, the good thing about it, you do it in your own room.
Yeah.
You check, like, you do it in your own room. You don't necessarily have to crowd read or anything of the sort.
Yeah.
But then whenever now you are DJing with your own sort of conditioning, but at the same time, it's like, this is a completely different sound. I can't necessarily just go straight into
100%. 100%.
How do you navigate that?
Well, I always take into consideration, and we've spoken about this, is while you want to obviously play your own touch, play your own music, and play the banger that you think is a banger, it's not gonna translate to everybody the same way. But that's the beautiful thing about music, is that somebody's gonna clock it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And when people see, and that's why being a DJ is so important, is because when you play music to people, it's not you just showing them new music, you're showing them how to enjoy the music. You know what I mean? Yeah. So whenever I do think of playing some song that I think is not going to translate well, or it's not going to fit, or it's too far away from the same language, I guess I sometimes you take the risk, you try, you see how it goes. But most of the time, like, I'm not gonna go out there and do something as completely far away. Yeah. You know, at least from a scale of 1 to 10, I'd put it on like a 6.5. Yeah. Like, understandable.
Because I suppose you also have to read the crowd. It's like, oh no, they do like this. You know, maybe I'll stay in this pocket a little longer because they're really vibing with it. But then at the same time, it's like creative freedom.
Exactly.
It's like, especially since you're a producer, I would like to think at the same time, it's like, you know what? Because, okay, here's the thing. In the South, DJs introduce you to music. Yeah. Unlike here, whereby, like, this is no offense, by the way, it's like some DJs, it's like, you know what? I'm going to play the song that's popular. I know people are going to vibe with it. But then the South is like, no, you ain't heard this before. I'm going to introduce you. I know you haven't heard it. Speaking of you haven't heard of it, you're probably wondering, I am Rock Islam, and this is their new collection, actually. The sports collection is coming soon. But yeah, I'm gonna introduce you to something that's new.
You're leaving this one here, by the way. Huh?
I mean, yeah.
I'm gonna jack this one as well, but you're looking right now, so I can't. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bit cold outside. I mean, I'm gonna leave you naked.
Don't stress, dog. Don't stress. I'll borrow you something else, but don't worry.
But now, I guess like ultimately, my question is, it's the two-sided aspects of Malandro, the producer side, which can be ignorant to the outside ears, whereby you're in creative mode, as well as now the DJ mode, which is DJing different spaces. How do the two intertwine?
Obviously, I would say that I don't want to call myself a stronger producer or a stronger DJ, because I don't want it to be a thing where you have to measure one or the other. Right. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously being a producer is so much more technical, so much more like emotional, so much more like spiritual, so much more soully involved than being a DJ. Being a DJ also has a completely different world that is not anywhere near what it is to be a producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're both separate things. But the way that I manage to make them intertwine is when I'm producing, I'm producing thinking of myself DJing. Right. And when I'm DJing, or when I'm at an event, when I'm in a crowd, I'm just trying to replicate that You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
So that's how I make the things, like how I make them connect.
Yeah.
Because I don't have obviously I'm biased to my own music and I like it. And I
you have to
vibe,
because I think this is very dope, and that's just me being biased. But actually, I'd like to think I'm not. It actually is dope. I mean, have you seen it?
It's dope. It's dope. But it comes back down to being able to translate. And who else better to translate a song than the creator of the song?
Yeah.
You know? So when I'm playing my music, when I play the These Tears remix, and it just so happens that I put my hands behind my head because I'm like, yo, this thing's
I was there, I was watching. See, do you know what was humbling? It's the fact that, when you heard it in here, we were so gassed. When you played it for it was so gassed. But exactly. But then now seeing the actual outside crowd, it's like, wow. Exactly. So now we weren't just acting, everyone else is feeling it.
Yeah.
All right, because also I suppose from a production standpoint, from being in the dance crew, to me it sounds like that's also a cheat code if you're a producer. Because it's like, as you're producing, there's an element of you that thinking, your shoulders already.
Bro, there are amounts of times that I make a song, I just leave it looping, playing, and I'm here dancing, dog, like I'm grooving. Like, bro, I've done, and if I don't do that, then I don't enjoy the song now. Music is like the language of the heart, right? It's the language of the internal.
It's the language of the spirit.
But dancing is that translation
the physical
of the
side
physical.
Of it.
And dancing and music obviously go together.
Hand in hand.
You can dance without music. And can you make music without dancing? Yeah, you can.
You can. No, some producers who produce Mara, they don't dance.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like it is.
I'm not a dancer, by the way. I don't want to give that idea. Me, if you share me if you share me something, drink there, and I'm with the crowd, and the weather's then you'll see me, boy. I'll fuck you up, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'll move it, dog. You don't know how to do it. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but you're gonna get it.
To be fair, which is funny because I seen something earlier which was saying the piano crowd is very interesting crowd because they're just there to just dance.
Yeah, dude.
They're not there to dala anything else but dance.
Exactly. And it comes back down to the human aspect of being South African. Subs, Sabelo.
Yeah, the Subs.
The OG, bro, number one day. He likes to call it the spirit.
Yeah.
When you connect like that, you authentically there, bro. Like you're in the moment, it's there. And it's something that South Africans, it's just nature. You understand what I'm saying? So we can say it's about Amapiano, but if I play you an Afro House track from back then where you could still dance to Afro House, not just do a young two-step and then show that you dance. I think people are just shy to dance these days anyway.
Yeah.
But it's that connection, bro. And of course, Amapiano crowds love dancing, but I think just in general, bro, and you'll see throughout this whole conversation my passion for South Africa and my love for South Africa is that I believe wholeheartedly, solely, that the entire world has so much to learn from South Africa.
Yeah, not right now with the people kicking people out.
It's not them, bro. I'm telling you, it's not them. I'm telling you, we don't need to get political, but I'm telling you, it's not them because it's got nothing to do. I mean, don't get it twisted. South Africans, we don't play. You understand? Like we don't play. I like to put it like this, right? There's two extremes. South Africans are fucking amazing.
Yeah, beautiful. And they can be.
But at the same time, don't forget the opposite end of the
it's
spectrum.
like the yin and yang.
Yeah,
it's a yin and yang. Yeah, there's the weird balance, but there's also weird imbalance. Because one side of it can be.
Exactly.
Some people call
Just
it.
Just go watch the Springboks and say, go watch how we play.
Yeah. No, that's true. So okay, now I feel like I'm understanding more in terms of the production and how it goes hand in hand with pretty much your journey from dancing, producing, to then DJing.
Yeah.
So how does it sit with you when the crowd is not dancing during your set?
To be honest, I don't feel any type of way except like you're missing the moment. You know what I mean? Like when music sounds good, you have to really fight with yourself to not like it, bro.
Yeah.
Like you really have to fight with yourself. And I'm very good at carving people. You check.
Yeah.
Like you can just feel it, you can see it, you can understand it in the way they face, the body language, the emotion, all that. And if I play music that's and I like it and I'm there enjoying, and then you standing there and for whatever reason you're not checking, then it's not something that is in my control. And in any case, I'm not supposed to make you do anything. You know what I'm saying? So whenever I check a crowd that's not dancing or anything like that, just enjoy my show. That's all I'm gonna do. You know,
it's like ultimately I'm here to enjoy myself. Like, yes, it would be nice if you joined with me, but I'm just here to enjoy myself.
I'm just having fun, you know. And like, if when you're a child, when I was young, I was bullied. You know what I'm saying? And I learned to play by myself.
Right.
And I also learned how to play with friends.
Right.
But I never had an issue playing by myself. And for a lot of people like us, it's the exact same thing. So it's not like...
It's like I'm comfortable in my own space.
Yeah, dog. It's not like...
However, I'm happier playing with other people.
When you love doing something, everything else doesn't matter. Like, whether people enjoy it or they don't enjoy it, if they enjoy it, it's good. If they don't enjoy it, it's also good.
Yeah.
Like, you love it so much that you put it out there.
Regardless, I'm going to do it.
You put it out there.
Yeah. So, when was the first time you played in front of a crowd?
When was the first time? It was when I was in this DJ group called MOH. Yo, feelings, dog. It was taking me back, dog.
Hey, don't break down in tears, man. I didn't bring tissues.
It's deep, bro. It's deep. So it was 4 of us. Well, initially it was 3 of us, and then I convinced my best friend Nuno and my manager to come and join in as well. And just tell him, like, say, come this music, come this DJing thing, come have fun, come. We're going to this chick's house, we're gonna DJ, we're gonna party, you know what I'm saying? But I was in this group called MOH, Masters of House, and we were in high school. It was 4 of us. It was DJ Lani D, it was DJ Mari Biscuit, and it was me, DJ Glitch. I was called DJ Glitch back then. First I was DJ Baxtian.
Baxtian,
Exactly. And then there was DJ... Why did Nuno call himself? I think it was Mims or something like that. I don't remember. But the first time I played in front of a crowd was at house parties, man. Just started playing at house parties. And back then we were playing like electro house, we were playing South African house, we were playing hip hop, we were playing R&B, everything. We just rock up with one speaker, some shitty ass decks, not even decks, but we're playing on a computer. So we're playing with a keyboard on a computer, boy. Virtual DJ, dude.
QWERTY keys.
Yeah, dude, exactly, bro.
And like, look, what is that like? I mean,
it was fun, dude.
No, here's the thing. The reason why I'm asking is because if you're saying you were bullied, like sometimes being bullied can put you in a shell, whereby it's like, this is just basically you create your own safe space or your own zone, and then to take it then out there. Now this is the public, people that don't even know you.
Bro, music has been my salvation. As cliche as it sounds, whenever you hear an artist say this, just believe them. It's deeper than what they say. Music has always been my therapy. It's been my way out. It's been my way in. It's been like my perimeter. It's been everything. You know what I'm saying? So when I was doing music, I was you know what I'm saying? Like there was no feeling of resentment or closing myself or being shy. I've always been quite a confident dude anyways. Like it's never been, and it's come from that feeling of like bullying and all that. But it's never made me feel like I should close off and something like that. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. Because I was wondering like how like that feeling was, because it's like, yo, now I'm playing for people. Someone could say, yo, my set wasn't great or whatever, and then it could drive you further this way. It could go either way. You know what I mean? Hence why I even asked about the dancing. Like when someone isn't grooving at the groove, it's like, do you then start changing the song or like you know what I mean? All right.
And you know when for another thing is if you see this gang people not dancing. You find that one gent or that one cherry or that couple or that group that's dancing. Play for them and rock their night. Play for them and rock their night, boy. Rock their night, because they're carving you, boy. Y'all are connected.
So it's essentially, it's like you are looking for the frequency, not looking at everyone else.
You are setting up the frequency if
if they connect. Then that's
you are sending out that emotion. You are sending out that vibe as a DJ. You are sending out that energy. Whether it's someone else's song or it's your music or it's a specific set or a beat or whatever, or sample. You are sending out that emotion, you're sending out that connection, that relation.
Yeah.
And then I'm telling you,
it's like, you get me, you understand the language I'm speaking.
Because
I've got
not
something
everybody's
else.
the same.
Yeah.
People have hearts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you might find a hater, you might find somebody that's just shy, or maybe somebody that doesn't understand. But most of the time, you're gonna find somebody that's gonna be like, okay, sharp, come this way.
This is it. Yeah. Okay, so why the name changes? Because it sounds like if like right now I counted 3 names, and the last one obviously Malandro. You've dropped the DJ part.
There's more in there, bro.
Yeah.
So it started Buxton.
Yeah.
And then it went to DJ Glitch. From DJ Glitch, it went to like my producer of main beats, which was Luigi.
Yeah,
with the
yeah. Shout out to
Italiano. And then from Luigi, I had also Ale, which was specifically just for trap beats, because I had this time where I was moving trap beats really well, which I gotta put subs on too.
Yeah, please. I want to hear those.
Yeah, 100%. I just gotta pull out that system. And then I just kept those names, but to be completely honest with you, they were just names. Like I never really felt so connected to them. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
But growing up, then how I got to Malandro. Growing up, I've always been the joker, bro. I've always been the sly guy. I've always been like the funny gent, you know what I mean? I've been the class clown. I've been the guy with the cherries. You know what I'm saying? I've been that gent, you know what I'm saying? And in Portuguese, we have a name for that guy, Malandro.
Right? So that's the joke star.
Exactly. Yeah. Like the guy that you would think, like you would place him as a bad guy, but you know he's got a good heart. Like you know he's got a good heart. Like there's nothing. Like you'll think he'll. It's
funny because like I'm thinking the Joker, but really like the Joker is
exactly. And my grandmother, she grew up. I mean, we grew up with her. Like she was at home all the time from my mother's side, and I was so close to her, super close to her. Yeah. Like both my mom and like everybody in my family, but mainly my mom, my grandmother, and my sister and my dad. Obviously, I was really close to all of them. Yeah. But my grandmother everybody used to call me Malandro.
Macriza, that's it's a different.
Everybody used to call me Malandro. Everybody, bro. Even like my mother's friends.
So it was the name
the nickname. You know?
The nickname that you didn't fully embrace because you didn't fully understand until you got to know yourself.
Exactly. That's aware. Sharp. That's not. I like that. Aware. Sorry. And like my grandmother used to call me that all the time, bro. Like as a joke, or whenever I would do something naughty, or whenever get out the house at 3 in the morning, go do some shit, come back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So she'd always call me that, and unfortunately, she passed away while I was here in the UK. And that fucked me up, bro. It moved me blind, bro. Like still to this day, it's definitely had a massive impact on my life. And it just made sense, bro. It just made sense that I call myself Malandro. It just made complete sense about understanding myself, her passing away, everything that I learned from my
It's almost like it was written, and it's almost like because it sounds like the other names were essentially alter egos. Because it was like, okay, so this name is for the track producer, or this name is for this and that.
For the dubstep,
exactly.
Drum and bass.
So it's almost like you are trying to sort of fit in. Or trying to speak the language of that space rather than saying, no, I'm me.
Exactly. 100%, bro. 100%. And obviously, like going through life, going through the bullying, going through like the whole mental part of things as well, you know, trying to grow up, trying to find out my sound as well, you know? And then, Malandro just connected, bro. I remember that day, obviously the day when my grandmother passed away, it was like a train hit me, you know what I mean? Like, it's the biggest reality check of my life that I've had so far. And it spun me and it helped me understand, like you have the music that you make, have your vibe, your energy, your personality, how you affect people, how other people are in your life, how they react and all that. And it just made complete sense. And when you hear my music as well, like there's a certain element of, wow, this guy is sly. How did you connect this? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, everything has like a purpose in my production, 1000%.
Yeah, no, because like, dude, like, I mean, I know we spoke about these tears, because like that took me, I was like, yo, how did you, like how did you like
No,
like what did the process look like? Like, you know, like, I know we were here in the middle of the process, but it was like, did you just wake up one morning and be like, these tears, bro, I'm gonna use this?
And you know, as a producer, like as an artist and as a producer, a lot of people will like, you will know, and I think this is a common ground for a lot of us. There's certain artists, certain songs, certain vibes, and certain genres that you don't touch because not out of respect, of course, out of respect, but out of like, I don't know, it's like an unspoken rule. Like Michael Jackson, you don't really want to remix that guy. Yeah. Because you can't. Michael Jackson. Or for example, like These Tears was one of the songs that in my head I was like, dude, this song is too perfect. It's too beautiful. Like it means so much to so many of us. It means so much to me as well because when it came out, it was like just right on time when I was going through the most. So bro, all I can tell you is that I woke up, I was like, let me just do something quick because I was doing mid-tempo and kwaito during that time. I was like, come, let me do something else. And I laid down the chords and I was like, dude, why am I hearing these tears? Like a lot of the times when I produce music.
So you lay something down and then there's something in the back of your head that, actually.
So many times. Like I'll either dream of the song or like I'll hear it as I'm living through life. Something will happen and I'll hear the song I'm producing. And as I'm producing, like I'll just be like, how let me put Destiny's Child on here. Let me put Brandy. Let me put like, and when I put These Tears, bro, the first time I heard, and I had just that part
like this
chords
is it,
with that cappella. And by the way, guys, the song is gonna come out, so you can also hear exactly what I'm saying. I mean, dude, I was crying, bro. I was sitting there.
I mean, the song's called These Tears.
So. Bro, and I'm such a softie for music, bro. I'm such, dude. Like even my friends will tell you, dog. We'll go to events, they'll play a song. I'm here one moment, next moment you check me somewhere else with tears going down my eyes, bro. Look how Ali, I'm like, oh, dog, it's so good, bro. Music's amazing.
No, to be fair, you did something similar minus the tears. We were at Des Kasana's show, and then we were just blooming, just having a couple of drinks. They sing like, yo! And then Malandro's gone. And look up, he's like throwing shapes. Okay. So like, you mentioned Macreasy. How have you navigated that sort of grieving process?
To be honest with you, it's been a lot of leaning on the women in my life. So my mom, leaning on my sister, and also just praying, bro. Praying a lot, and still having conversations with her, still speaking, still doing things in her honor. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like drinking for her, you know what I'm saying? Like blooming, you know what I'm saying? When I make music as well, especially when I'm going into like that really spiritual and tribal stuff, like it's just mending that wound. Is that the word? Mending?
Yeah, mending.
Yeah,
like fixing.
Sometimes I forget how to say
No.
Like looking after the wound, you know what I'm saying? So
it's like nursing it essentially.
100%. But it's just never forgetting the memories, never forgetting the moments, never forgetting the lessons, never forgetting like anything, bro. You know what I mean? And just keeping that close to my heart is what's helped me navigate. And also leaning on my mother, leaning on my sister, leaning on my pops. You know what I'm saying? So,
No, like I definitely hear that because it's like for me anyway. It's like there's an element of make their teachings or their existence not in vain. Yeah, it's exactly. Like take something from their existence, and the very thing that we can take is thinking, you know what, this is what they would have liked for me. Sometimes sometimes in my brain it's like that's a subconscious battery. Exactly. Not that you're living for them, but it's almost like a compass of some sort. It's like, you know what, if like I may be doing ABC, but I know ABC would be like, I knew it. Like for example, like that's what I love about the fact that you actually took, you know what, my name is actually Malandro. And because that's someone who started your whole life journey. Exactly. And be like, no, you are Malandro, not the other names that you be trying to pick up from outside. This is your cadence, and these are the things that you do, and that speaks on your essence. So like I hear that, and I'm assuming music is quite therapeutic.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I feel like what I always find crazy is the fact that producers and even artists, it's like, yo, where you pulling this from? Because it's almost like, okay, maybe I sometimes think of it maybe too technical in the sense of, hey, I've got nothing to say. Like, you know what I mean? Whereas if maybe that's from a visual artist perspective, because from a visual perspective, it's like almost anything can inspire me. But at the same time, it's not that I'm always walking around looking for inspiration. It's almost like different situations bring up that spark without even you realizing. Do you know what I mean? Because like, I mean, not long ago, we spoke about, that was one of the songs that I can't remember the name of it. I was like, yo, this is one of my favorite songs. You're like, oh, actually, I had just broken up with my girlfriend when I made this.
WAWNRT.
Yeah, exactly.
WAWNRT.
Yeah. So like, I suppose, I know maybe I'm speaking for you, but this is just me understanding life, the production aspect, and then the mind, body, spirit that exists in the realms of creativity. It's self-expression. Then when it comes to self-expression, I guess my question to you is, how do you balance the life aspect, living, like work, like that's what I mean, work, creativity, and just sheer existence?
Well, I like to think of it like this. You can't have too much of the creativity and you can't have too much of the work.
Really?
Yeah, because you will get burnt out in one of these two places. You will, bro, because it's just nature. Is it? Like, bro, when I tell you that I was religiously making music every single day of my life, like, I'm not even kidding. Every single day of my life since I started producing music, that's all I would do. Like, if it wasn't playing soccer, I would come home and be making music. It was literally every day. And I was in that creative zone all the time. You know, when they say to want to perfect something, you have to do 16,000 hours.
10,000 hours.
10,000 hours.
For you to become a so-called expert.
Not even close, dog. Not even close. Like 10,000 hours is not enough, bro. There's so much to learn. And that's what I told myself when I was young, when I was learning this shit. I was like, I'm gonna, even till this day, I'm still learning. You know what I'm saying? And when I got to a point where I was like, yo, bro, after years, bro, when I tell you years, mate, dog, I'm telling you, like, it was years of every single day, except when I went on holiday. Even if it was school exams, or if it was.
And like, on holiday, you're probably thinking of a pattern.
Bro, 100%, dude. And then I got here to the UK, and there was a moment where I was trying to make music that was specifically UK house commercial for the radio, and I just lost. Like, I wasn't getting anything. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to be something else.
Right. Okay.
And I had been using my creative so much that I just got tired. And like, work was still there happening, but I was just putting too much energy in this where I just had to take my foot off the gas. And it was massively important. Just like when you go to the gym, you have to have rest days. When you have your rest days, your muscles are even getting better. You're growing.
In recovery periods.
Exactly, recovery periods. So it's balancing it is easy. It's massively important. Like, my obsession with music was so much that when I didn't do it, I felt guilty. I felt negative. My negative self-talk was so strong, bro. Like, I'm not meant for this. I'm disturbed.
Really?
Like, it was so, because that's how much my devotion and my connection and my obsession with it was, how much time I gave into it.
Do you think that's down to expectations of, okay, I've put in so much, I should be seeing ABC?
Yeah, 100%. Like, I used to just make music to make music, but I've gotten to a point in my skills and in my production and my feelings with music and all that, whenever I start a project, like, I'm gonna make it sound boss. And if I make a song, it has to be better than the one I made before. All right. Okay. So every time I slang a number, to me, I don't care the world. To me, if I make a number, the one that I'm making must be a number, and it must be better than the one I made before. Because I have to improve. And I have to learn something new. I have to do something new. I have to dig deeper into that zone, into that emotion.
Right. It's almost like there's a lot more intention, because to me it sounds like during the period of the burnout, if you call it that, there was probably an element of
100%.
you are
Because
just
of this.
yeah. So it sounds like there was an element of you doing things out of habit, not necessarily out of the creative spark.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I got tired, bro. I got tired of it. I was like, hey, time out. Let me blow. Let me.
Because it borderline felt like a chore.
I switched off for like 3 months.
Really?
4 months. I switched off. I didn't touch nothing. It even like, yo, bro, that was the tough times, bro, because I was thinking negative self-talk was telling me, you're gonna forget how to make music. You're not gonna make it, wasting time, how you're missing opportunities, the other DJs are dropping, you're not dropping, you know what I'm saying? But during those moments, it's important to chill out or make shit music. Yeah. Sometimes I'll make shit music and just laugh. Yeah. Because I'm like, how? I'll still put my skill into it, you know, but you have to make shit music. You have to make shit music. Just like, obviously you don't need to release shit music, but you definitely have to make shit music.
How do you decipher between the so-called shit music and, okay, now this
you would know yourself. What is your target? What is your end goal? You know, when I'm recording somebody in my studio and I want them to sing and they sing a way that isn't the end goal, I know that it doesn't sound like that. I know we are trying to do this, so I'm gonna be like, say, nah, do it again. Let me record it again. Let me do it again. And that's like the final stage of, I mean, not the final stage, but like a lot of artists, that's what it's like. You know, Vele, like even for your post-production on the video, you know what you want it to be. So that's how you get to that point.
Yeah. No, I agree, because you know when it, like when something's terrible, you know, even when you're shooting or whatever, that's like, you know, but then at the same time, I feel like, well, in my work process anyway, it's the fact that I don't necessarily take things in vain. So, okay, maybe this happened for a purpose. Yes, it's going to teach me ABC, blah, blah, blah. But ultimately, my thing is also, maybe that's a cheat code on your side because you cannot release that. But I feel like I learn more about my work.
I don't release anything in general, so it's fine.
Hey, we're gonna have the conversation.
Exactly.
I know you dropped some tracks, I'm borderline mad at you for that. But like what I'm getting at is, I feel like sometimes releasing actually teaches you. I feel like I feel like you grow a different perspective of your own work after you release it. Like, yes, you can review it now. You're like, you know what, this could be better. You tweak it, but you can only play with it so much. But I feel like the following step, if you release it, that's when you look at it from like, oh, actually. But sometimes I've released, like, I've done some episodes whereby I thought, ooh, do you know what, this was challenging to shoot because, like I said, I record everywhere and anywhere, and it's part of the whole branding of why I'm not recording this. But at times, it's not come out as well as I envisioned. But at the same time, my ego says, drop it.
Exactly.
Anyway,
that's such a beautiful and like attribute, because you have to. That's something that I have to work on. Yeah. Because it comes from me just chilling by myself and blooming by myself. Like, and as a child, you will play with a toy, but there's only so much you can play with a toy before you want to show your friend and like say, "Come this thing, look what it can do. Come let's play together." And that's exactly the parallel with what we do creatively, and the connection to our inner child. Like that's what it is. We have to share it. Because that's exactly as you were saying. It's the growth that comes from that. It builds on your confidence. It builds on your ego. It builds on your creative as well, the feedback.
No, here's the thing. Like sometimes it's quite humbling because you said something earlier, like which was along the lines of the growth and learning and actually knowing that, you know what, there's still so much more to learn. I feel like those not so great episodes, they've taught me something, and it's also humbled me in a way of, there's still a lot to learn. But yes, we move, but I'm going to drop it because at the same time, it's like, I also don't want to paint the sort of perfect perspective of, you know what, everything is just, you know what, don't get it, anything that I drop, no, I'm not going to say it's boss. I was aiming for that. Okay. Yes, sometimes I'm going to fall short. It's like sometimes you're going to take the shot and sometimes going to hit the post and out.
Exactly.
And it goes off a goal kick.
Like you took the shot.
You took the shot. No, but sometimes you're going to airball. Like you're going to miss a ball like completely. But at the same time, it's also me being humble enough and be like, no. For any other creatives out there, don't let that stop you from doing the thing. And then also it's learning to detach from that. It's almost like, I've gone through this. We move on. Because otherwise I'll be sitting there trying to get it right, not realizing that, the clock is ticking while I'm trying to perfect this thing. It's not going to be perfect.
You're tuning me right now. I can come you tuning me. I can come you tuning me right now.
No.
I can come. You see these guys, you got it on camera. He's tuning me straight. It's fine. No. I'm hearing you loud and clear, mate.
But here's the thing.
I'll release though. You're going to make me
No.
I'm dropping it. The numbers are coming. Boy.
No, but this is just me being transparent in the sense of, because also you got to remember, in the realms of earth, another person's shit is someone else's treasure. You might think, this is the worst beat I've ever made, but someone else is going to hear it and be like, wow, I needed to hear this today. Or this is just exactly what resonates with me. So essentially what I'm getting at is, I don't believe there's anything as perfect except focused creation. As far as us, whatever we are doing, whatever we put out, I'm not saying just put out whatever. Do your best. Don't get it twisted. Do your best. But sometimes you might feel like, I could have done better. That's cool. But at that time, whenever you made that was your version of the best.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
So just
1000%.
And one of the best ways just to finish it off, it's like letting go of it. Is a part of self-acceptance.
Exactly.
Of, I am not perfect. But I'm going to thrive for the perfection.
Facts.
So ultimately, I don't even know where I was going with that one. But ultimately, I just think like
South African.
There's something to be said. No, there's something to be said about letting go of things. And just things happen for a reason. So if you really believe that, even that crappy thing that you made, it happened for a reason. You can't just like say, oh, this happens for a reason over here, but over there, no, it doesn't count. Like there's a weird parallel, but maybe I'm just a hippie. I don't know.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy. My girlfriend calls me a hippie, dog.
No way.
I'm telling you, bro. She calls me a hippie, dog. I swear, bro. Oh, this is crazy. Yeah. She tunes me. I'm a hippie, and I'm like, oh, baby, what you mean? Oh, just because I got long hair and I'm a human and I'm a humanitarian, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, but 100%, dude, 100%. That was beautiful. That's really beautiful.
Right. I just went on a monologue, but not like
somebody had to hear that somewhere, including myself.
Yeah, exactly.
And out there, let it go.
I've already let it go. But so now coming back to the homestead. Whenever you tell old lady like, I'm going to pursue this music thing, how did she take it? Or did you never have the conversation? She just knew from jump.
My men, both my old lady and my timer.
Oh yeah, that's mom and dad, by the way.
Yeah.
Sorry,
sorry,
we completely.
My mother and my father. Okay.
Sorry, we had a moment. But
yeah. So both of them, they don't really come from a background. They come from a different generation.
Yes. Yeah.
They don't really come.
It was more so academic, and they don't even
school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like study, get a degree.
Shout out old lady, like moms,
And to all the parents, and even to this day, that think like that. Like you're 100% right. Everybody has your own recipe, and it's not. But I guess they didn't really see it. They saw it as a hobby, and that's how I believed it to be as well.
Right.
Because of how I guess I was being, guided. You know what I mean? My dad, funny enough, and also from my mother's side of the family, which makes even less sense that they didn't really, consider it more seriously than just a hobby. They never told me not to do it. They supported me still, but it wasn't something like, you can do this 100%.
Yeah.
But in my mother's family, we've got artists, like really big artists, like artists as big as like working with Hugh.
Hugh Masela.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My uncle's a trumpeter.
Oh, really?
Or whatever you call it. And he's an OG, bro. Like a serious. You would show me stories of when you would fly to South Africa during a to jam with you, bro.
Oh, right.
And I'll set him off camera because nobody knows these things. Dude. It's crazy, bro. And then from my dad's side, my dad was he was the lead singer of a rock band growing up.
Yeah.
And he never tuned us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, he tuned me later on, but he never like how he also used to do music, so you can tell.
I went over.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he had his own reasons, his own experiences, and he was protecting his child as you do.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So they definitely supported my hobby, but they didn't see it so much as like a passion and a way of life.
Right.
Because they had seen
they've seen that,
and
they've seen different
they
sides
saw,
of it.
and they saw the recipe, a different recipe working.
Yeah.
As it did for my dad, because my dad, just like you, civil engineer, did all of that. And my mom's she was lucky enough to, be able to raise us 100% from home, you know. So yeah, it was just one of those things where it was seen more as a hobby. Let him go play with his keyboard or his music. Let him play there, but he's gonna go study or he's gonna do this or we're gonna, you know what I mean? So the support was there, but it was more for like a game. A hobby.
Yeah. No, look, I hear that because I suppose from a parent's perspective, there's an element of the academic side, borderline guarantees security.
Exactly.
Whereas the creativity side, there's an
you
go into the unknown.
Yeah, you don't know.
It's like you just don't know.
Exactly.
And it's one of those ones that like there's so many people that want to be artists or they're thriving to be artists, but at the same time, there's no guarantee.
And there's so many things that come into play: personality, time that's happening, whatever's happening in the world,
as well as the sort of nasty side of it. Of you know what, now you're gonna be into drugs, now you're gonna be all this and that. Now they're gonna force you to do ABC. Now
you're not gonna settle down. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So I suppose there's that element of it from a parent's perspective.
And plus, I wanted to do music in South Africa. I wanted to push deep house. I wanted to push Afro house. I wanted to do all of that there. You know what I'm saying? And from their perspective, like they didn't even cover South African music like that because they didn't see me pick up a mic and sing. Or like I didn't have the musical knowledge to play or to read or anything like that. They didn't cover like, okay, there's an opportunity here. You know what I'm saying? So that's the outlook that they had on a possible future, like how the guy doesn't sing. He doesn't have a talent or voice for singing like that. How can he call himself an artist? How
are you gonna navigate? And then also, coming to think of it, it's also down to the fact that back then how music was done.
Exactly.
Completely different to what it looks like today.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? So it's almost like it's a picture that they haven't seen. And also I guess it's the nature of evolution or progression, whatever you want to call it. Things look different. It's almost like back in the day, someone else that used to use paint, you'd be like, no, you're not going to be an artist. But many, many years later, they're using Adobe Illustrator. But then if you're using the same mindset as Adobe Paint, it's like, how?
Same thing,
It's like, you know what I mean? It's a different ballgame. However, you can arguably see the translation in the skill set.
Exactly.
Because creativity is self-expression rather than replication.
Yeah.
But no.
But at the same time, you have to do your homework.
Yes.
You have 100%. To do your homework. You have to put in the time. You have to understand. You can't just colonize. You can't just replicate. You have to put in the time to catch, to understand, and to translate that and add your touch there, and not just do the basic and be like, okay, sharp, I'm an artist.
Yeah. It's like, okay, so what's your signature in that? Otherwise, you're just recreating something else that exists. Because my thing is, with creativity, you can adopt something that already exists, but it's like, how do you evolve it? How do you push it forward? Otherwise, you're just replicating and trying to make something that already exists.
Exactly.
You can make something that exists, but take us forward.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Take us forward. Because that's the whole point of us being here. Like, we're not just just to blow and chill, drink, or just be there in front of the decks looking good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, the whole point of music is to develop socially, and that's why music is so powerful.
Yeah.
That's why music has changed so many things in the world, and it has brought so many people together. It's so important, and as South Africans, we understand what it does.
Yeah.
Because of how we react to it, how we also absorb it. Whereas, like, a lot of places anywhere else, sometimes they'll just see it as entertainment.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's why I'm like so specific about like understanding that part, because bro, if music can bring somebody to the point of like wanting to do drugs or wanting to be a gangster,
it can hypnotize them.
exactly. Imagine what good it can do.
Yeah.
And if it can do that good, imagine how it is being controlled to control or to be bad or to you know what I'm saying, keep people in a certain mindset, in a certain frequency, in a certain attitude, you know what I'm saying, to create that division. So I've always said the human development has nothing to do with technology. Human development has nothing to do with whatever is technological that has a battery or anything like that. Human development is social, it's spiritual, and those two go hand in hand with music, with food, with art. But I think with music even more than anything, because like we can speak a different language, we can look different, we can eat different food, we can have different ways that we...
It's the quickest way to capture the feeling.
But the feeling is the same. Though. You and me will feel pain the same way. Me and you will feel joy and will the same way. The same way that some gent in Russia will feel it, or another gent in Peru or in Thailand, whoever, bro.
Pain
we have pain. That foundation is there. And like, imagine we didn't use music for distraction or for like dividing or for...
It was actually used for
imagine
healing,
we used it to develop music like socially. Imagine we use it to develop like personalities. Imagine we use it to develop, to use it to be greater. This world will be a completely different place.
I hear that, because like it's one of those ones, because like I've also been out in different countries whereby, for example, Barcelona, I don't speak the language, but if it's a dope song, next thing I'm just dancing with people that we speak a completely different language. Dude, even as little as football. I remember we went to Barcelona last year and like ended up playing five-a-side with people.
You don't know.
All it was just shouting. We speak completely
because you're
languages.
happy. You're happy.
Yes.
That's the fun. You have that passion. It's the same.
The frequency was there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's so important. And that's why I place so much value in my music and so much value in music. And I'm very like, and for a lot of people out there as well. And over time, and this I understood when I was a lighty, bro, when I was young, dog.
Yeah.
And over time, slowly people are starting to slowly open up more and understand it more as well. But that's why I place so much value behind that. And like, no disrespect to anybody or wherever they are in their timeline, but when the music isn't being looked after, or it's not being served in that way, or it's not being brought in that way, and it's not made, it's not constructive, but rather it's stagnant or it's destructive, I can't be in that. Like, I don't F with that, you know what I mean?
All right, okay. So how do you pick which artists you want to work with then? Like, how do you curate that side of things? Do you know what I mean?
It goes, it's a lot of things. Most of, like 100% of the time, most of the time, it's got to do with how now we are with each other. You know what I'm saying?
So it's a human first before...
How you treat other people also, how you communicate, how you bring, how I get to experience you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I carve it. If the music, if you still but the product, like the music that you produce or that comes out isn't what you're replicating, then I know something's not connected.
Yeah, there's a disconnect somewhere. So it's almost like if you come across positive and then next thing you just like...
I'm not saying
no, we're not saying it's a bad thing, by the way. Yeah.
You can be nice and make sad music, and it's not. But I can carve the connection. You can be.
It's almost like it has to resonate. You need to connect it rather than...
As long as it's real, bro. I just want to be around real, because I'm not gonna pretend. My music, the music that I make, I'm not faking any funk.
Yeah,
like, it's real, dog. You're getting it straight from the source.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Okay, because sometimes certain artists, I suppose, certain music, you just know that, this feels like they just made it for the sake of it.
Yeah, for the moment, or because obviously in this day and age, and social media is the biggest problem of all. But in this day and age, it's all about like looking like you make music and not that you actually...
Yes, some people are there for the look. Yes, that's true.
But that's it's not their fault, bro. Like, social media will make you think like that, and you won't even know it.
And I suppose in that element, there's also an element of, I suppose, like soul searching or searching for the self. But then if you don't know who self is, you're just going to find yourself dabbling in different spaces. I suppose getting to know self doesn't happen overnight.
Yeah, it doesn't.
You gotta dabble in different things and be like, nah, this ain't me.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know what? I don't like drugs. I just prefer my little drink over here and I'm calm.
Exactly.
Or yeah.
100%, bro. 100%. It's definitely that. And that's why I said everybody has their own timeline. There's definitely a time and place for the different types of music, but the music that should be out there that is literally like the one, it should be music that is there to construct.
Yes.
You know, music
rather than
to elevate.
Yeah.
You know, not to bring down, not to divide, because that's how powerful this thing is, bro.
Yeah.
Like music is the strongest thing we have as humans, because we go to work and we have the routines and how they make us think and how they make us think that we're supposed to be, but at the end of the day, we all live under the same sky. We all feel the same way. We all eat. We all drink. We all pain. You know what I'm saying? And the foundation is the music, bro. And that's why I'm so specific, and so it's so important that, at least for me, I look after what I'm putting out there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
you're trying to put a positive message out there.
And the people that I work with as well, I would not expect, but it's just something that I have to reflect. Like it has to bounce for me to check.
Yeah, and I suppose that also kind of has a say in how you feel around those people.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I know what, we are working together. Like, I mean, it's a different. It looks different if someone is buying a beat off you. That's a different conversation, I suppose. But if you are actually working together, there's an element of teamwork. It's like, yo, you pass it to me, I'm gonna pass it back. Exactly. But then if you just like greedy with the ball, it's like, yo, when you gonna
somebody's gonna come take that thing off you.
Yeah, and then now we both lose it. Like, what is the point?
Exactly.
All right, I hear that. But now, man, this has been a dope conversation, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Thank you.
So before we close off, please do like, comment, and subscribe. For sure. And, do you have anything to plug?
Yeah, for sure. Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. It's Malandro. So Malandro with either 3 underscores on Instagram. Yeah. Right. YouTube is just Malandro Music, and Malandro Music SA. And then on TikTok it's 4 underscores. So Malandro with 4 underscores, because Malandro without underscores is already taken. So that's the best I could do.
Ultimately, just wing it and
it will be in the description, and you'll edit on the video. You'll add a little thing.
There you go. Exactly. It'll be there. But no, man, this has been a dope conversation.
Yeah, man.
Oh, sorry. As a producer / DJ, what are you listening to right now, music-wise? What song hits you differently?
Yo, bro, I am not gonna lie to you. Like I'm a music hoarder.
Yeah.
And I'm still that guy that will go out and download music to keep.
Yeah.
So
I hear that.
Like, and that's why I have a Samsung, because I can
you can actually have it on your phone.
Exactly.
This is not an ad.
Yeah, 100%. But hey, sponsor us. Hey. You know what I'm saying, though? We can put Samsung also. Yeah,
it'll look like a Chelsea top.
No, this guy, it's not. Dog. But we'll get the free F26 Ultra. Oh, me, I want the folds, bro. Hook me up. Yeah. But what am I listening to right now? Probably I'm listening to a lot of DJ Ganyani. I'm listening to a lot of Soul Candy, like the compilations from back then. I'm listening to a lot of music from.
So low-key, always in homework mode.
Yeah, all the time, bro. All the time. Okay. I'll be listening to here and there. I'll go back on Spotify and then I'll listen to something random. You know what I'm saying? That comes up. But most of the time, I'm in my own downloaded music that I hold so dearly to me. Like that is.
It takes you back,
bro. It's probably the most valuable thing that I have. Music is. That music to me is worth more than anything I own.
I'm surprised you don't collect vinyls. I know this is the extended part of the program. We should have closed.
If I could, I definitely would, bro. But like for the type of music and the amount of music that
I suppose that's one thing that I'm mad at SA for, is the fact that the DJ Cleos, they never gave us vinyls.
They did some, but for the ones that we want.
Like for the bulk of it, it's like if only every time with every drop,
for sure,
they drop the vinyl for the collectors.
But it's the genres I'm listening to is 100% deep house. I'm always listening to deep house. Always deep house. Any day of the week. is deep house. Any time of the day is
Yeah.
deep house, and I'll listen to a bit of mid tempo as well. I found mid tempo like 3-4 years ago. I had heard it back then, but because I like deep house even more, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really pay attention to it too much. But then I spent time with it, and it took me even deeper.
Yeah.
Where I've been with deep house. So that's the genres that I'm listening to, and that's it.
All right. Okay. No, it's been a dope conversation. Hope you all enjoyed it. And, until then, we out.
Sure.
Peace, love, and wisdom. One.
We're having another one, man. This has been dope, bro. We must have another one of these podcasts.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, bro. That was good, dude.